This is really an interesting one because you talk about pre-app, and I'd like to go a little bit deeper with the planning conversation with you, because I highly regard you as someone who's very knowledgeable in the planning space in property. So more than 5 years ago, I would say if you asked me about a pre-app, I would give you a negative view of it, and I would say something like, it's probably mainly just things that I'd heard. You'd wait forever for a pre-app. They won't give you a proper answer on the pre-app, whether you can, whether it's viable or not to do this HMO conversion or development or whatever it is you're doing. It's not worth it. Just go for full planning. That was kind of my opinion on pre-app. And I think it was about 5 or 6 years ago, I think it was actually you that said to me, your thinking on pre-apps is completely wrong. Quite recently, we exchanged on a site with a 9-month delayed completion to get planning. I won't go into all the details on it now, but I had a pre-app. And in the pre-app, I definitely wasn't as prepared as you are with drawings. We just simply did a block plan. This is what we want to do on this pre-app. We had two schemes, 4 houses and 3 houses. And the planning officer that did the pre-app, I had a planning consultant with me in the meeting. They pretty much told us in that meeting what we could and can't do. Yeah, just looking at this one document, they said, we think 4 houses is too much. If you scale it back to 3, we're pretty confident we'll grant that. And I thought, this is really interesting that they're actually making these decisions quite quickly in a pre-app, nothing binding or giving me the exact go ahead. But in the pre-app advice letter after, the planning officer broke down all of the different documents which I needed to submit at planning stage. So they told me, do all of this. And in the conclusion, it pretty much said, if you submit a scheme which is similar to the one discussed in pre-app based on the following drawings, we'd be happy to recommend that for approval. And we'd even be happy if you want to slightly increase the size of the houses that are being proposed. And I nearly fell off my chair.